Peter had never seen that before. So he excused himself and went to talk to God. He was gone a long time, and when he come back, he told the fella, I talked to God. And he asked me what you'd done bad in your life, and I told him nothing terrible, and he was very happy. Because very few people come up here and have never done anything bad, so he was happy, man. And then he asked me the good things, and I told him straight away, you once gave $1 to an orphan, and oh, he was so happy, because he has a very special place in his heart for the little children. And then he asked me, what else you done good? And I told him, I said, you once give $1 to the church. Oh, well, he was very happy about that too, because that would help spread his word. And then he asked me what else you done good. And I said that was about it. And then God looked at me and he said, now he's 37 years old, never done anything terrible, and the only 2 good things he's ever done in 37 years is once give $1 to the church and once give $1 to an orphan. And I said, yes, sir. And the fellow's all excited and he said, and what did God say? And St. Peter reached into his pockets and he pulled out 2 $1 bills. And he handed them to the fellow and said, God said to give you the $2 back and go to hell. There's a moral in there somewhere. But it's always best to find your own instead of someone telling you. And my friends, I came today for a reason. I came to make you laugh. And you did just fine. Well, most of you. The librarian, she wasn't laughing so much. But I'm sure she will tomorrow when she figures out what I've been saying today. And I apologize, because usually I ask if there are any teachers in the audience. That way I speak slower. But I came for a reason. I came to make you laugh. And this is my very last stop in Ukraine before I leave. And I'm so happy I got to come here. You see, the one thing that all of us have when we're born is laughter, is a sense of humor. You're hard-pressed to find a little 4, 5, 6-year-old who doesn't spend the day laughing and just enjoying everything that life has to offer. But then we hit our teenage years and we don't laugh as much as that 5-year-old does. And then we get in our 20s and we laugh less than we did when we were a teenager. You see, the older we get, and supposedly the wiser we get and more important we get, we don't have time for as many things anymore. And so something's got to give. And human nature most often makes us give up our laughter. And you laugh less than your parents, and they laugh less than their parents, and so on and so on. But I got it figured out now. It just took me too many years. I got it figured out that if enough people in this world could hold on to their childhood, hold on to their sense of humor, and remember to laugh, and we could change the world. And at my age, we've failed. And whether you like it or not, the world's in your hands now. And I hope you do better than I did. So I come to make you laugh. And you did real fine. So stay well, my friends. but mostly, stay young. Thank you. I can answer some questions while my coffin holds out. Now, you can either ask me some questions, or I will spend the next 20 minutes reading you my recipe for borscht. It's 18 pages long. Borscht.
Ukrainian borscht?
Well, I don't know whose it is, but if it gives you any indication, I don't think I'm making it correctly, because I fed it to my dog this morning and he's dead. So I think you're better off with the questions, to be honest with you. Oh, come on, we've got teachers here and everything. You've got to ask them. All right.
Thank you so much for the pleasure to meet you.
Oh, thank
you. And my question is, Mrs. Twain, what is your happiest period in your life?
Probably when I was a boy. And I've got the advantage over most everybody else. And that is, I wrote about my childhood in great detail. We all remember our childhood. We remember little pieces of it. But I have books and books of things that happened that all I got to do is read it and I remember. Now, all of my books, there is some truth. And there are many lies. But that's what writers do. They take an idea of something that happened, and then they lie about it. And the trick is not to let anybody know what the truth is, and what's the exaggeration, and what's the out-and-out lie. So I would say that my childhood as a boy in Hannibal was my best time. And now all I got to do is read Huckleberry Finn or Tom Sawyer, and I remember a lot of it. So that's good. More?
What places have you visited?
On this trip, I'm here. I was in Crimea, Sevastopol, Simferopol. I got to drive. They sound to my ear very close, and I never get them right. So, and Yalta. Went back to the castle, which I was at one time before, and Odessa, where I met the mayor, or the governor, or whatever. He's crazy. He's a nice fella. I don't think he can hear me now. A very nice fella, but I think got hit in the head by a horse, because he was too friendly. He gave me a beautiful book, and I said, "Oh, thank you so very much," on Odessa. Next thing you know, he's taking pictures off the wall and giving them to me. I appreciated it, and I didn't say no, but so that's pretty much been my trip. And then a few stops in Kiev. And then before I come here, I was in Russia. And I was in Russia for about a week or so. So it's been a very nice trip.
Have you met a mayor of Kiev?
I think he was very smart, heard I was coming, and run like hell. No, I did not. I think word got back about the meeting with Odessa, and everyone else locked their door. They didn't want them.